I am Johnny Massacre and welcome to the cheeky livestream number 105. A place where the brief is, quite simply, to be excellent to one another. I am a rapper, music producer, DJ and YouTuber living in Tokyo, Japan. And I want you to talk about yourself. Let's talk about you. Enough about me, let's talk about you. Last time we did this, we found out quite a lot about other people who watch this channel. And that was very exciting. That made me very excited. I actually made a little list containing information about people who watch this channel, and I'm very forgetful. So that's why I wrote it. And this is what I wrote regarding people who frequent this channel. So we've got Digital Bridge. Digital Bridge can often be found on this channel. Digital Bridge works in IT in suburban Florida, a place where I hear there are many wild animals that will kill you in a heartbeat. Chris Campbell is in New Zealand with a computer science background. He has 70,000 YouTube subscribers and he makes flying stuff. He lived in Japan for 16 years. Shit, that's longer than me. Really? Chris, did you live in Japan for that long? Oh, Lord. And he recently moved back to New Zealand. He's proper in the countryside, bruv. And he's starting to forget about Japan. Don't worry, Mr. Campbell. I'm here to remind you all about it. I'm in the mix. We also have Mark L, who's a regular on this channel. And Mark is a software developer with an English major. And apparently he has a left and right brain. I sense a pattern developing here. Digital Bridge, Chris Campbell, and Mark L all have something to do with IT and computers. And so does KL, another IT guy. And he's a hobbyist music producer of drum and bass and neuro. KL sent me one of his tunes, and I actually was surprised because it's pretty good. Most people who send me songs don't send very good songs. But his song was good. So we should probably play that. Wolfenhaus, who frequents this stream, is a writer and he writes fantasy on Substack. We got Eric L, who's been here for a while. And he has a background in computer science. And he said he learned how to take things apart and put them back together. So Eric L is also known as Alien Cat. I think that's his YouTube name. And he's been here for a while. And apparently he's sending me a digital synthesizer. So thank you for that. I haven't checked my mailbox yet, so I don't know if it has arrived, but I will be checking it soon. Brad W. He's the funniest person on this channel, Brad W. I love Brad. And he's just awesome. And we've also got Dizzy and Deaf, who I don't see that often. But apparently he works for a public agency. Very mysterious. And he says he's a guitar master. So, yeah, don't be shy. Say hello if you're out there. And I'll be happy to read out your comment and get to know you a little bit better. So it's nearly Valentine's Day. It's February the 13th. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow. And since I'm in Japan, I guess I should tell you about Valentine's Day in Japan. So Valentine's Day in Japan is kind of split into two, which is weird. So Valentine's Day is for men, I think. Shows you how romantic I am. Actually, I think not caring about Valentine's Day is pretty romantic. I think being forced to be romantic on a certain day is contrived and not romantic. And I think being romantic is spontaneous. So I don't think Valentine's Day is very romantic, actually. But I think Valentine's Day, is it for men or is it for women? It's either for one or the other. My cousin's here. He says, not sure this Twitch works. Lol, it does work. See my cousin in the comments. He says, swine. Got a notification I'm here, but this show sounds a bit serious. No, it's not serious. It's definitely not serious. Take That Dummy, who's a moderator, says Valentine's Day is just another day for business to market more crap we don't need to consume. Very realist there. So we've got Valentine's Day, which is either just for men or for women. It's not for both. That's kind of mental, right? Now that isn't very romantic, is it? Making it just about one of the sexes? Hold on a minute. This is some Asian thing. Okay, no. Valentine's Day is for women. Shit. Okay, Valentine's Day is for women in Japan. But women only. It's for women only, right? So women don't do shit for men on Valentine's Day in Japan. And a month later, on March the 14th, we have the men's Valentine's Day, which is known as White Day. White Day. Definitely they wouldn't call it that in the West. They probably call that racist. But it's known as White Day in Japan on March the 14th. And according to Wikipedia, White Day is celebrated 1 month after Valentine's Day on March the 14th. Oh, Lord. In countries which observe White Day, typically Valentine's Day is celebrated by women and girls presenting chocolate gifts, either store-bought or handmade, usually to other men and boys as an expression of love, courtesy, or social obligation. Oh man, that last part doesn't sound very romantic, does it? Traditionally popular White Day gifts include food like white chocolate, marshmallows, candy, and cookies. Cookies? Put that cookie down! Now! Interesting. And other white accessories like jewelry, bags, lotions, and lingerie. What? Lingerie for men? Oh, Lord, is this for real? Nowadays, gifts do not have to be white. Okay, well, the racism is gone. Sometimes the term sanbai gaishi, triple the return, is used to describe the generally recited rule for men that the return gift should be 2 to 3 times the worth of the Valentine's gift they receive. This is such bullshit. Of course, we want a gift that's 3 times more expensive than the gift we gave you, Japanese ladies. But we don't expect that shit. We know we're going to get fisted on the Valentine's Day equilibrium. Lady Dennis says, you getting any Valentines this year? I don't think so. Basically, every year I never get one. I get one from my mum. That's about it. So I don't think I'm going to get one. I'm too much of an outcast and too much of a shag 'em and boot 'em person in order to get one. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, let's see what happens though. I do miss those days of school where it actually was a big thing, right? And you might get a Valentine's from a secret admirer. I mean, do people get Valentine's from secret admirers today in their 30s? I don't think so. Do they? Am I missing out? Interesting. So apparently this also happens in China, South Korea, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Interesting. Take That Dummy says, are you going to check out the Hogwarts Legacy game? It's damn good. I'm not interested in Harry Potter, but I became more interested in it because of the publicity. My cousin says, I'm breaking up for Valentine's. It's the highest sin. Why am I not surprised, James? Why am I not surprised? Mate, did you see the football? My cousin's a cameraman at Premier League games. Mate, Arsenal we're getting fucked. We're fucking it up. And apparently we got fisted by VAR, which is the video tech which allows you to adjudicate decisions after they happened. And apparently they were offside. And the referee looked at VAR, looked at a replay, and he didn't use the lines to let him know, the computer helping lines to let him know if it was really offside or not. And he said it was offside when it wasn't. My cousin says Valentine's is now restaurants and hotels. Ha ha ha, it's terrible, but life. Shit, man, doesn't sound good. Richard says, you may get a Valentine's from one of your new friends you're hanging out with. I hope so. I want a Valentine's, mama. JC Redmat, my cousin, says Ian Wright is crying about VAR, but I looked at it and it actually was offside. I looked at it in the Daily Mail, bruv, the Daily Fail, The lines were wrong, so it wasn't offside. You would know. Let me know what's going on. Like, because obviously I'm quick to believe that Arsenal are going to be hard done by. I'm going to be the Arsenal martyr because I support them. Okay. So where's my fucking White Day gift? Now hang on. So I've got another month, bruv. I've got another month, right? You aren't paying attention, everyone. I've got another month until White Day. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and that's for women in Japan. So I've got another month and a day to get my present. Look, happy White Day. Look. So yeah, in Japan Valentine's Day is for women and not men. Interesting. Apparently marshmallows are a popular gift for White Day. In the latter half of the 2010s, okay, Wikipedia is going to fucking give some link, probably to some bullshit source. Yeah, Beta Boys Club, BBC. In the latter half of the 2010s, sales figures indicated a decline in popularity of White Day. It was seen as a result from the reduction of sales of obligation chocolates on Valentine's Day. Another reason given for the reduction of popularity is the changing gender roles within Japanese culture. Okay. Right, let's not go down that rabbit hole. My cousin says, well, he said Arsenal and Chelsea. VAR sucks. It's just giving a new guy to have a debate. Mate, I disagree with you that VAR sucks. There have been plenty of decisions which were wrong, and they have another chance to go back and look at it. And if they have a computer assistance with lines, you have to do that. You have to do that, in my opinion. So anyways, Valentine's Day is coming up. What are you lot doing for Valentine's Day? You doing anything? So, what else is going on? Well, I'm reading Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. I've nearly finished it. I got to the last chapter. I woke up today at 4:30 in the morning, and I finished reading chapter 11, which is don't tell off kids when they're skateboarding. I still skateboard, but I'm 39. Does the rule apply to me? I think it does. So, yeah, the book is fucking awesome. It's fucking there's such a wealth of awesome advice in this book. It is unbelievable. And chapter 10 and 11 were the ones. They were the ones. Chapter 11 is about, he starts off talking about how if kids are skateboarding, you should leave them alone, because if you make playgrounds too dangerous, statistically, kids will find ways to make them dangerous or find ways to circumvent the safety. And as human beings, we are inexorably drawn towards danger. It's how we develop as human beings, and it's part of the human experience. There's no growth or development without establishing what our boundaries are. So it talks about that. It talks about a Jungian principle of psychology that helps you understand what someone's motivations are in doing something. And although this is not applicable in every case, apparently it's worth considering that if you're not sure why someone's doing something, look at the consequences of what they've done. And it talks about how certain places will attempt to prevent skateboarders from skating by putting ugly iron things on the side of these huge containers surrounding trees and plants and around benches and stuff that look ugly. And so some people say that the result of that, the ugliness, is actually the intention. Some people just want to make something ugly and want to mess things up. And if all the kids look depressed, that was their intention. And it talks about the dangers of forcing a linear viewpoint on someone. It's very fucking interesting. And Jordan Peterson goes into gender identity and all that kind of stuff and gives you his great opinions on that. And he could have been he could do many things. He's a bit of a polymath, but he talks about movies and their deeper meanings. So he talks about Snow White and he talks about The Little Mermaid. And the way that he talks about those movies, he goes into the psychology of it. And he talks about how the female characters in those movies are like the Oedipal mother and the smothering mother, who in their overprotection of children will just create little tyrants. And I loved the way that he talked about, he went into the psychology of why these movies are interesting. And he talks about male and female roles within society and stuff. Really interesting. He really comes alive when he's talking about gender and gender politics and stuff and authoritarianism. It's great to have his thoughts in a concise fashion in the book. There's a lot in there, though. There's a lot in there. And I've gone mad with my highlighter to the point where when I go back over the book at the end, when I've finished it, it's like I'm going to have to reread it because I've highlighted so many pages. My cousin says, anyway, happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's, James. Yeah, I don't know what the current offside rule is. I don't know what the current offside rule is. Hello, Q, in the comments. Shut it, you slag, says Slubs. Hello, Slubs. How you doing, Slubs? So what else is going on? Otters. So there's a new video from my favorite otter channel, and I'm going to watch it because I love otters. So let's watch it, and I can steal their content for now. Okay. My favorite channel in the universe. It says otters see the first snow of the year. Because it has been snowing a bit in Japan recently. What are you looking at? Says the female otter, Hannah. It's snowing, says Katara. Look how cute they are. Look at their little feet and tails. This is Hannah. My God, is she cute. I've seen this on his short. Look, it flips around. Look. Mate, I want one of these so goddamn bad. Can I get an otter for Valentine's Day? I will fucking... It will kill my life, but I want it. Look how cute they are. Gotta love the stock music. Serves its purpose. See, Hannah's a bit fat. Look, she's a bit fat. She's supposed to be on a diet, but she doesn't seem to lose any weight. Otters, super intelligent dogs with hands. Look how fat she is, look. Fucking hell, bro. Cold snout it's getting. Very curious animals. You shouldn't get into the pool. Is it freezing? Wow, they still went in the pool. Hogwarts for game of 2023, says my cousin. Am I playing Hogwarts? What, are we going to download it? Listen, if I get Hogwarts, you've got to be that. You got to police the chat. You got to police the chat. Mate, I want one. Yeah, if I had an otter, it would just be abused because it needs water, and I don't have water. I don't have any hot water. I had no hot water before the energy crisis. Why not, says James. All right, maybe we should. But I don't even like Harry Potter. Harry Potter. But she's putting the snow in the hot water and it disappears. They did this last time there was snow on this channel. It's kind of amusing. Watch the otter take the snow into the hot water and it disappears. Apparently the snow has made Kotaro, the male otter, excite. And he's going in the cold water. I hear you, James. I understand your impulse. You got to exercise your right for freedom of choice, right? Mate, look how cute they are. Look at the little paw prints. Haha. Look how graceful they are. Look, their tails are insane. Look how fat their tail is. Look, fat Hannah's just chilling in the bath. The warm bath. She's so fucking cute as well. Willingly accepting the snowball. I think the water's got colder, so now it's not melting. Your message was censored. Was it? You can uncensor it though, right? Which one's cuter? This one, the female? She has a kind of smiley face. Or the male? He has a kind of sad looking face. Shit, man. Otters swim in the cold. I guess they don't mind it. Look how graceful they are. Let's see his mouth goes down at the side. He has a more sad face. He's got longer whiskers as well. He's a bit bitey. Fuck, they're so cute. Which one's cuter? When are we getting the album? I'm tempted to take out your kneecaps for it. It's gonna be tough, mate. It's gonna be difficult. I'm quite nimble. I'm not sure you'll be able to manage it. It's coming, bro. I'll play some music if you want. Which one's cuter? Look how fat she is. Look, has a kind of fat waddle. Damn, she is cute. Look how cute she is. And the way they trail their arms behind them when they propel themselves, even on the land. I love it. Which is cuter? My cousin says, are these your critters? I wish they were. I'd love to have some of these, man. I don't think you can have these in the UK. I'm pretty sure. Look, he's swimming upside down. That was it. She likes to be held. He doesn't. Look how cute she is. Mate, come on now. Look. Who wouldn't want one of these? I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of these damn animals. It makes me so happy. You could have them in your pond. You just need a pond. I don't have a pond. I don't have a garden. I don't even have a windowsill. I don't have nothing, bruv. But I'm happy. Okay, so yeah. Otters. I do love otters. Now, the Guinness World Record holder for oldest club DJ has invited me to see this random guy called Mono Neon. And I thought, who the fuck is this? And I listened to some of his music, and it actually looks pretty good. Sounds pretty good. So, what do you reckon of this guy? Do you reckon I should go and see this guy in a concert? It's something. It's like $60, $70 though to go see this guy. I'm not sure about that, but Mono Neon. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mono Neon is this guy. He's playing in Japan, and I've got to say, I don't know anything about bass guitar, but I think this guy's a bit fucking awesome. That sounds amazing. This is amazing. What genre is this? Mark Hatfield in the comments. Hello, Mark. Howdy from Kentucky. Howdy, Mark. This sounds like a Neptune's Pharrell Williams track. Has a bit of that Dr. Dre flavor as well. I'm not sure the purpose of the sock over the end of the bass guitar, if that's just aesthetic or is doing something. But this guy strikes me as a happy fellow if he's dressing like that. What do you think of this? I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. Slub says, don't know about the costumes. I'm not sure you'll see many people like that in Scotland, Slubs. So he's got a music video. The guy, I like him. So I'm thinking about going to see him. Should I go and see him? That is the question. So I'm thinking about what books I should read next, and I need to be really careful about this because I want to read something that stimulates me and is mad exciting. I seem to try to read 2 books at a time these days to break it up, or maybe something creative, something fantasy, and something factual, historical, non-fiction. So I want to be really careful with this, and I've got such a fat reading list. I'm not really sure where to go, but I'll tell you what's on my reading list. And maybe you can give me some ideas about what you think I should read next. So, on my reading list is Hansel and Gretel. So I should read some of these archetypal tales. Jordan B. Peterson was talking about Hansel and Gretel, and it was really interesting. He was saying, this is the danger of the smothering mother who won't let you grow up. So if you have a mother like that, then you will be fooled into going into a gingerbread house thinking that everyone's so nice and warm and cozy. And that woman, the witch, let Hansel and Gretel into the house, and she tried to smother them and she fattened them up. And what did she do at the end? She tried to eat them and kill them. And that's kind of a metaphor for destroying your personal development as a kid. So those archetypal tales have a lot of good relevant things in them, and I'm interested to read them. So Hansel and Gretel, I don't know how long that is, but it could just be a nice little short story. I see Gary Von Merbach in the comments. He says, hell yeah, Lord of mercy, oh Lord, Mr. Von Merbach. Mr. Von Merbach, what is your family origin? I'm kind of interested because your name is kind of German. My mother asked to ask you. She talked about it. She said, Gary Von Merbach, is he German or is he half German? I am kind of curious. So, yeah, Hansel and Gretel is on my reading list. Other things on my reading list are, if I can find it. Where is it? Okay, so I really want a book. I really want a book on the Cultural Revolution in China. I want one that really explains why it happened and what happened. Gary von Merbach says German. So, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Herr Gary? Are you German? Are you German? Are you German? Ultimate Sunrise in the comments says, I'm moving to Japan. Girls are so friggin' hot. Don't tell anyone. Keep it special. Yeah, it's true. I dated a Thai girl when overseas, and literally the best girlfriend I've ever had. Cried when I left. The thing is, Thai girls and Japanese are very different. Thai girls are very happy and like smiley. Japanese girls, they're not like that. But yeah, the Asian vibe is certainly a thing. Griffin36 says, nice cap. Do you like it? Do you like it? Thank you, Griffin. How are you, Griffin? Tell us about yourself, Griffin36. Tell us about yourself, Ultimate Sunrise. Tell us about yourself, Gary Von Merbach. Gary Von Merbach says Indian and Irish. I'm confused. If you're Indian and Irish, Gary, How are you German? June is my favorite book, says Mark Hatfield. See, I'll tell you something about me. I will read a book if someone strongly recommends it to me. I think that is the greatest show of respect. To dedicate that amount of time to someone else, to someone else's suggestion, is a lot of respect. I will read it if someone shows me that respect. I will reciprocate. So June is a possibility. I really want a book on the Cultural Revolution, and I don't know what the good one is, but in my list, in very big font, I've got the Cultural Revolution of People's History, 1962 to 1976, so that could be the one. Slav says, I fucking said June 20 minutes ago, says Slavs. Really? Shit, I didn't see your comment, sorry. Slav says, I've been given a 40-year-old bottle of malt for my birthday. I'm fucked up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Slubs. Happy birthday to you. Hey, hey, oh. Everybody say ho. Say. Everybody say ho. Say. Happy birthday to Slubs. Happy birthday. Give him hugs. Don't hide your problems under the rugs. Happy birthday to Slubs. When I say Slubs, you say birthday. Slubs. Slubs. When I say happy, you say birthday. Happy. 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 Happy birthday, Slubsy Wubsy, bruv. Q the Prussian Fanboy says, read Ender's Game. So I'm going to make a little list of what people... So people keep telling me about Ender's Game. I thought that was a film. Didn't someone say that was a film? All right, hold on. Recommendations. Ender's Game. So that's recommended by Q, but that's recommended by other people as well. So that's got to be high on the list. People telling me I'm going to love it. Okay. People telling me. Try June, the best book ever. Oh, I see, Slubs. Okay, cheers. Mark says, check out Philip Jose Farmer. What's that? Ooh, that sounds... Is that about a farmer? Philip Jose Farmer. Ultimate Sunrise says, lol, they aren't woke and respect their man and know their role in the relationship. Respect. Yeah, that's pretty much true. Pretty much true. Shouldn't it be Herr von Merbach? I think it should. Sorry, yes. It should be cute. Herr von Merbach. Sorry. Live in the Netherlands. Always follow your show, says Griffin. Ooh, okay, I'm going to update my list of info about you lot. Oh my God, what is this? Live in the Netherlands. So what's happening in the Netherlands? Where are you based in the Netherlands? May I ask? Kind of curious. Because when you say Netherlands, all English people think is Amsterdam, mate. Going to the dam, yeah? Going to the dam, right? Yeah? I'm going to smoke some puff, bruv. I'm going to smoke some puff. So, who's that? Griffin. Griffin 36. Netherlands. Always watch. Yay. Happy birthday, Bubby, says Ultimate Sunrise. Griffin's emojis are wicked. I like that. Ultimate Sunrise says, by the way, I'm Irish and East European descent. Interesting. I want to go to Ireland, man. I just love Conor McGregor. That guy's... I just think he's fucking awesome. I think he's so cool. What is the status of the Japanese government? Socialism, capitalism, mixed? I have no idea. I don't know. But they're pretty I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I'd analyze it in the context of a Western government, which you shouldn't. Um, I was going to say they're nationalists, but are they nationalists if they haven't restarted their military and are making nukes and stuff? I don't think so. But Japan just fucking pledged to nuclear power, so thank God, because I was worried they're going to keep bending over to the American mob, but they're not. So that's a match. Japan going nuclear, hell yeah, baby. Don't think you'll find Conor McGregor and mate an island, huh? Don't think you'll find Conor McGregor in Ireland, mate. Says my cousin. No, I want to go to his pub. What is it called? The Black Forge. Mate, it looks fucking wicked. And I have this weird romantic. Is it romantic or is it a sexual fantasy of just going to Ireland and just getting in the mix with all the Irish babes and they're all on it? 'Cause I know they drink a lot and just getting into the culture for a week. Are we going down there, Wasn't? Are we taking a little tour over there? That would be fun. That would be fun. Hey, MassacreMates, says Gary Von Moback. Hello. East side, close to the German border, says Griffin. Noted. Nice. Okay, so on the reading list, I've got Ender's Game, thank you, Q, and some other people recommended that. I've got Kant, Hegel, Rousseau, and Mao. I think I know enough about Mao. I've just about finished reading Red Star Over China, which is Mao's personal account. Pretty fucking interesting. The thing that which stayed with me from Mao's personal account of communism in China was the Muslims in China. So people don't really know a lot about this, but it kind of makes sense why there are Uyghurs. But Muslims have a history in China, and apparently I think there were 3 types. I can't remember the names, but there's traditional, and then there's 2 types of neo-Muslims, and one of them is very modern and will have kids with Chinese people, and I think they were hated by the Chinese for that reason. And then you had the more traditional ones who kind of they wouldn't have a relationship with Chinese, and so I think the communists saw that as less of a threat to their country, and it was like the Wild West back then. Everyone was kind of working with each other and stabbing each other in the back, all under the shadow of the encroaching Japanese imperialism. So you even had the communists partnering with the nationalists, and then the nationalists turned around and tried to exterminate them. And then woven into that, you had other people in the mix who got involved in the geopolitical struggles. And the Muslims were there, and some of them were very highly respected, but now they just get fisted in China. So I know enough about Mao. I don't think I need to read more about him, but I want to read more about the history of communism, the Bolsheviks. I want to read about the French Revolution. Why? Because I highlighted this note from a book that says, historians have debated the meaning of the French Revolution for centuries. In many respects, their contending views of this event embody the fundamental difference between liberal and conservative. Compare Wordsworth and Burke, for example. Even our modern distinction between left and right derives from the seating arrangements in the Revolutionary Assembly. So that's fascinating to me. So we talk about left wing and right wing and liberal and conservative, and historians have said historians have illustrated those differences in their analyses of the French Revolution. So I want to read about the French Revolution, and obviously that was important for Enlightenment era and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure the French Revolution ushered in the Enlightenment era, but it did so in an authoritarian way by just purging people because they said so. So I need to understand it properly. But I'm pretty sure that was the first totalitarian revolution, the mother of modern totalitarianism, in the model of the German Nazi and Italian fascists and stuff, because they forced their doctrine on everyone and killed people who didn't agree. So I want to read about that. I want to read about Robespierre. I want to read about Lenin. I think Karl Marx I probably know enough about. Darwin, Nietzsche, Spinoza, Hobbes, David Hume, Voltaire, I want to read a book about the Byzantine, I don't know how to pronounce it, era. The kind of prosperous Islamic era, the whole history of it and why it disappeared. And there's a lot I want to read about intellectuals from the Frankfurt School of Social Research who created critical theory. Who's the guy who did that? Horkheimer. And that was brought to the West and brought to America, specifically by Herbert Marcuse. And I want to read all about that to understand better the kind of Marxist revolution that's going on right now in America. So that's all the stuff on my reading list. And The Hero's Journey, The Man with 1,000 Faces or something. The book that George Lucas was inspired by when he made Star Wars. So there is that. McGregor is a Scottish name. He's a fucking fraud and a midget, says Stubbs. Bet you wouldn't say that to his face, birthday boy. I think the whiskey mate is making you fucking aggressive, man. Slubsy. So Ultimate Samurai says, I went to Ireland and after a day there, we went to a small popular pub. I looked at my dad and said, I'm home. It literally feels like home. I felt the exact same as when I returned from Iraq. See, I got some cool fucking people contributing to this show. So Ultimate Sunrise, we got to update the list of information about MassacreMates. Ultimate Sunrise, tell us about yourself. Served in Iraq. What a fucking bad man. Any camel spiders out there? I don't know why that was the first thing I thought of. Gulag Archipelago, says Ultimate Sunrise. I have read the Gulag Archipelago, and what a fucking book that was. Oh my god. The chapter, the barbed wire, what was it, of the soul? I think it's barbed wire of the soul. The soul and barbed wire. That chapter, oh my god. This is the greatest account ever written of overcoming oppression. That guy was a fucking hero, and it's an oppression that you would never ever agree to, even if you knew it would enlighten you, which it does to some people, but it will kill most others. And the way that he illustrated that was amazing. According to Jordan B. Peterson, that book demolished communism. Even the communists themselves couldn't vouch for communism after that. I mean, I'm pretty sure what was written in the book is undisputed, sorry, because it's all provable, and that's why people don't dispute it, because whatever he says in there is documented, and if you look it up, you will find it to be true, and that's why it helped to demolish communism. That book was fucking awesome. I read the version of the book with a foreword by Jordan B. Peterson. There were a few chapters that were removed because apparently they didn't really add to anything. It was just nothing. It didn't add anything to the narrative of the book, which is a takedown of communism and explaining how communism wasn't possible without slavery and tyranny. So there's a few chapters I'd like to read, but apparently they were superfluous to the book. But I have read that. Brad W in the comments, we were talking about you earlier, says, I like turtles. Man, that hat's awesome. You like that? Thank you. Good to see you, Brad. So, interesting. Yeah. Death Call Jedi. I love Death Call Jedi. Says, hello, McFly. Hello. Love the hat, Johnny. Thank you. Okay, I might have to wear this more often. I might have to wear it more often. If you love the hat and you know it, donate some cash. If you love my hat and you love it, donate some cash. If you see my hat and if you're happy and you know it, if you see my hat and love it, donate some cash. If you see my hat and love it, give some cash. If you see my hat and love it and you really want to rub it, if you see my hat and love it, give some cash. Dun, dun. It's actually pinned in the chat box, the donation link, if you want to. Husband Samurai says, haha, yes, I served out of Camp Victory for 12 months and 6 days. Okay, what is Camp Victory? That sounds fucking epic. Camp Victory. Camp Victory was the primary component of the Victory Base complex, which occupied the area surrounding the Baghdad International Airport. Headquarters for the Multinational Corps, Iraq. Holy shit. Good job. You actually did a fucking good job because Iraq is not completely taken over by terrorists now, right? Nice. Oversimplified analysis there, I'm sure, but you get what I mean. Morale, welfare, and recreation. Camp Victory, of which Ultimate Sunrise was a part, was also a common stop for USO tours, including entertainers such as Charlie Daniels, Stephen Colbert, and NFL players. Camp Victory had a well-equipped gym and was always in use by the many troops on post. Part of the 2008 film Hurt Locker was set at Camp Liberty. Interesting. WWE superstars performing for the coalition troops at Camp Victory, December 2003. Were you here for this? Death Call Jedi. Unfortunately, the guy who murdered his whole family in cold blood, Chris Benoit, was there. But other than that, we got Rikishi. Fuck. What does it say? Fuck Fear. Who's this? Is that Scott Steiner? No, that's not. Who's this? Mate, the thing is, like, how horny would you be if you're out there with all the lads and then these that's Sable, I think. These babes turn up. Ultimate Sunrise says, I remember the 5-story bowling alley with the giant bowling pin on the roof. I don't know that. I don't know that. Let me refresh the chat as usual. Slav says, my elder just got 65% in her dissertation. Bad spelling. Sorry. Love you, Jay. Love you, Slubs. Yay, that's good. That's a pass. That's definitely a pass. Well done to her. Nice. They could celebrate together. Ultimate Sunrise says, yeah, they're pretty liberated. Afghanistan is a whole another deal. I was supposed to go there, and 4 weeks before pre-deployment training, they cancelled. How do you feel about that? There you got John Cena out there. He's pulling a screw face at the sight of this girl's ass. I forget what her name is. I think that's Tori Wilson. She was a really famous one. I forget her name. They were loving it. That's fucking cool. That's big respect to all them lot who went out there. Deathclaw Jedi says, camel spiders. My shop got in so much trouble for using an air compressor powered nail gun to pop them. First Sergeant was not amused. What do you mean your shop? So Deathclaw Jedi is also military. An air compressor powered nail gun to pop the camel spider. Fuck yeah. Why did you get in trouble for that? Surely you're doing God's work by killing those horrible beasts. Ultimate Samurai says, I found out I was going to be attached to a unit occupying Kandahar Valley. I was a combat medic. That's fucking cool. Do you have any lasting effects from that? Is that rude to ask? I'm just kind of curious how the average person can function after doing all that. You must have seen some crazy stuff. What's the craziest thing you've seen, if you don't mind me asking? Or is that a new comment? Should I not be? Is that disrespectful to ask a veteran? I don't know. You're interested in it. Okay. Ultimate Samurai says, anyways, if you ever want to see any pics I still have, let me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, bruv. Send them to me on the Instas or on the Discord. That would be tidy and tasty. Well, tasty. So, what else is going on? Well, yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to read next, but I've got to be careful in choosing. So, okay, so I've basically finished this drum and bass song now. You want to hear it? It's basically done. This is called Silver Bullet, and this will be coming out soon.
Replicants weren't supposed to have feelings.
I was looking for 6 replicants. What I didn't know was they were looking for me. A Blade Runner's job is to hunt down replicants.
So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. I should do well. I think something will happen with that. And let's just see though, shall we? Design Audio says Metalheads. Yes, it's very Metalheads influenced, and it's kind of like a sequel to Silver Blade by Dillinger and Angels Fell by Dillinger, and a sequel to the Blade Runner movie all in one. So Ultimate Sunrise talks about the craziest thing he saw while serving the military. He says, responding to an improvised explosive device blast, driver lost an arm and a leg, hand was still attached to steering wheel, was in shock so I couldn't give morphine, he was completely lucid. Holy shit. So he's just out of it. You can't give morphine when someone's in shock? Regarding asking veterans about what happened in various wars, Death God Jedi says it's not disrespectful to ask once, but if we don't share anything, you don't press the issue. Respect that authoritativeness. Authoritativeness? Authoritativeness. Authoritativity. Authority. Love that early 2000 sound, says Design Audio. Thank you. Most worst things I saw in the US while on medic duty, says Ultimate Sunrise, mostly motorcycle accidents on base. For example, shit. Nobody plays banjo in Japan? I think I've seen someone playing banjo, Mark. Sounds like the jungle is massive. It is, Brad. Bro sounds dead as fuck. Says Ultimate Sunrise. Okay, so here's a question. Now, this song I play a little bit. I've developed it more, and I'm not sure about this one. I wrote this. I don't know. Like the melody came to me in a dream, and this is kind of a commercial sounding song with Massacre. Now, Massacre's part is the part I want your opinion on. For me, the song changes too much at this point. So I'll probably just remove all the changes and make it more simple and consistent with the rest of the track. Make it like a pop track. But other than that, where the female rapper comes in Massacre, I think the structure's there, and I could finish this song probably in a couple of weeks. Be honest. What do you think about this? The lyrics will change as well. Some of them are just placeholder. Nick D, the gal dems on this chorus.
This song came to me in a dream. Man, what does it mean? When I was younger I could explain. Now I can't be bothered, it's just a pain. Haters attack me and they call me lame, but I would rather be hated than be the same. Dousing fire, spitting these flames. All we have to lose is our fucking brains. Everyone hates me, don't know why. When I wouldn't hurt anyone, wouldn't hurt a fly. Let's pick it up with chopsticks and stick it in your eye. Rip it out, stick it in your mouth, flipping it around. If the world was just like Johnny, everybody would be happy and free. I was so merry before I was street. Thought everybody else was just like me. But they weren't, were they? There's nothing like you.
All the days, happy days.
ADHD all day.
Happy days, all the days, happy days.
ADHD all day.
失敗を恐れ止まり対策していくことよりもプラスだけを考えて突き進むことのエネルギー。オールドサムライ絶滅忘れない大事なもん。失敗恐れない波乗りここはバージだな。頭がおかしくなりそう何にも決めてないのにねめめこせていきそう歌詞終わってないのに暗いところ暗いところなんてもう見たくない辛いところ暗いところ忘れて上見ようまさかand me いつでもパキパキまさかand me いつでもパキパキ
I'm the best rapper in the game. After Eminem and all those names. Why they're so bad? Why they're so mad? When the fuck did rappers follow a fad? Why the stackers always rap the same? Can't understand what the fuck they are saying. It's the perfect time to learn how to rap. You can make it even if you are whack. Jay-Z called it the tune, but it is black. Why won't you die, you fucking piece of crap? They will still give you a pat on the back. Shake your hand and compare you to Tupac. Think about it for 1 fucking minute. Most are stupid, so few are the shit snit. So when all the good rappers are in a hearse, shitty rappers will start walking the earth. Made it trendy to support what's the worst. Told you it was a gift, sold you a curse. Biggest Smalls is rolling in this that way. Wu-Tang made hot shit, now shit pop is made. Fuck what they're saying, fuck what they're saying. Massacre's here, so just fuck what they're saying. Massacre's here, so they're fucked in their brain. Guess if what fans are just fucking pea-brain. Doesn't really matter what the fuck they say. They can call me shit, call me whack, call me gay, but they can't call me out. I got rap for days and 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 days. Hero for nerds, hero for lames, hero for all the kids who took the blame.
Is massacring everything. You don't know what you're in for. Is massacring everything. You don't know, don't fuck with the king.
Okay then.
All the days, happy days.
ADHD all day happy days.
All the days, happy days.
ADHD all day happy days.
ナチュラルハイ止まらない超絶無口繰り返すさらにハイ上を目指す新たな目標踊り出すバニング人生悶絶やらないやつ人生パーリアルギャラのロールモデルホールディングス五反田
Yes, I mean, fuck, man. It's not what I usually make, but I think the first part with Massacre is kind of changes too much. Design Audio says, fun song. Honestly, the reverb on the Vox sounds a little weird on my iPhone. Which reverb? Maybe it's like Massacre's part. I'm still mixing that. It's a bit loud and all kind of crazy shit. Design Audio likes the variation, however. Deathclaw Jedi says, when the old fart puts headphones on to listen better, then it ain't too shabby. My cousin says, haha, when all the good rappers are in the dirt, shitty rappers will start walking the earth. I actually said hearse, but dirt is better, because then that means they get resurrected as a zombie. That's brilliant. I'm going to fucking put that in the song. My cousin has a good ear for music, so he picks up the details. Interesting. Gary gives me a thumbs up. So, I love it, dude. You on the keys, Johnny. I'm not on the keys. That's my friend, or it used to be my friend, Timothy. Okay, so now here's another song. Now listen. This one you haven't heard before. So, Pada Pada is that weird Japanese shit where they do this weird dance, and it's by Gyaru. So I'm thinking of making a Gyaru supergroup. There's a group in Japan called AKB48. It's called AKB48 because it has 48 members, and they're interchangeable. So the group can potentially just last as long as you want it to, because the members keep changing, and that's part of the branding. I want to do that, but for Gyaru. And so they have this weird dance, and I thought, okay, let's make a Pada Pada song. It's basically Euro beat, so it's a kind of cheesy Euro beat, but we'll make it a little bit cooler. And I got Machirin and her friend in the studio, and we just put down random shit. Now, it's random as fuck. It's out of key. It's out of pitch. It's all over the place. But the core idea is there. The chorus that they sang, there's too many words, and they're trying to get it out too quickly. So it doesn't really fit. Anyways, the rough idea, the kind of rough idea, the mood. What about this one? Do you think that this could work? I'll play it to you. Let me know.
gal 1, gal 2, gal 3. Yes, gals for free, no gals for you, just gals for me, cause I'm out for me. No one Mr. Nice Guy, no Mr. Nice Guy, no one Mr. Nice Guy.
ちょうどる渋谷と超楽池袋へも超ヤバ渋谷超ヤバ超ヤバ You can't rip, you can't rip, you can't rip it all.
So yeah, that's to make a Gadu supergroup. Basically, that was the kind of concept I came up with. So it's basically for Gadu, this kind of stuff, but interchangeable. So it could be like an everlasting thing, and then you could just keep on changing the members, and it doesn't matter who sings the song. But if I finish that, it's going to take a fuck of a lot of work because it's all out of tune. You can hear the pitches all over the place. So I have to go in each individual syllable. I have to fix all the pitch, and it's just going to take so fucking goddamn long. But I think the arrangement of the song is kind of brilliant. It's like perfectly arranged. The chorus keeps coming back and fucking attacking you, and it feels like my cousin will know what I'm talking about. The Damon Dash. Did you remember, James, the Damon Dash thing where he was saying Jay-Z was so bad at the beginning of his career. Dame Dash claimed that he went on the stage and like hyped the crowd up and just made it happen. I kind of feel like I'll have to wade in, like put my vocals all over it to sew it all together. Because when I added my Japanese on top of there, suddenly it kind of works on the chorus. Because the chorus is like cho ya by Shibuya, cho ya by Kabuki, cho ya by the Ikebukuro. But when I said Ikebukuro, it kind of suddenly came together. Like, let's... Yeah, Joe, yeah, bye. So if I add it, if I put a lot of effort into it, yeah, I think everything will work out. But is it worth it? Sounds like an anime opening, says Brad. Okay, I think we're going to have to release this. Designer says you can play back it slower and record it slower, then speed it up to the target speeds to hit all those parts. That's a really good comment. That'll fuck them when they have to perform live, though. But yeah, that's a really good comment. That's a great comment. The thing is, the pitch will go up, so I have to sing it at a lower pitch. But you can fix all that, right? Designer would have said he'd put more pop detail on the main drums for the last tune before that. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. So there is that. So that's some weird shit I'm working on. So maybe I will finish that. Maybe I will. My cousin says, thank God you came in on the track. My cousin says, dude, you need to come home, lol. Come home immediately. Okay. It's nice to feel loved. What brought that on, James? Just mime live like Baby Metal. Okay, that's it. That's it. Interesting. Okay, what other things to talk about? So, diet. So I've literally stopped eating sweets. I haven't eaten a sweet for excuse me, 5 weeks. I gave up all chocolate, all ice cream, all those things you see in shiny wrappers, Kit Kats, donuts, puddings, biscuits, cakes, all of it, the whole thing. Anything with sugar in. If I see there's even a little bit of sugar in mustard or anything, I've given it up. Feel so much better. And to counter that, I've been eating quite a lot of fruit, maybe more than I should do. But I tell you what, eating fruit makes you feel a fuck of a lot better than eating that other junk food. And so I feel good about that. So my diet recently has been eating a lot of beef, a lot of steak. It's too expensive though, so I'm going to have to stop eating it and just eat welfare chicken, which is tough, but I'm just going to have to do it. My plan is to get a six-pack and beach body for the summer. So yesterday, I treated myself a bit. I had a really heavy day in the gym. I did planks for 30 minutes. That was really hard. And then I did ab work for like 20 minutes. And then I did a hard hour run. Then I did 100 bench press. I did 100 kilograms times 10. And I did three sets of those. And then 90 kilograms times 10. And then I did 60 of progressively lightening weight loads. Then I did 2 rounds of boxing. and then I did arm curls, 100 of those. I don't know how many kilograms, but so after that, I treated myself, and I had dragon fruit with strawberries in a Greek yogurt, and with a bit of honey. So that's the sweet thing I'll eat is acacia honey. Apparently, this is the lowest GI of the honeys. So I had that much honey. Look, that's how much honey I had yesterday. Whoa, living on the edge, right? And I had 2 steaks. I had some natto, which is fermented soybeans. Yeah, I ate some soybeans. I feel guilty about it. But natto is mad healthy, so I will eat some of that. And what else did I eat? Excuse me. That was... I like piece of salmon, like 100 grams of salmon. Fuck, salmon is good. I'm in the right place for seafood. I mean, it just feels like that's going to be healthy as fuck for you. Fatty salmon. And I had some crab legs. That was fucking good as well. Kimchi, says Lone Wolf. It has sugar in it though. I can't. You measure the speed in cents when you convert for pitch. What do you mean? Do it, says Designed Audio. Do it now. Do it. Young Skywalker. Do it. Not gonna lie, I took a lot of Adderall at the time, says Ultimate Sunrise. I wish people understood how difficult the process is or what treating people as a medic. I'll bet. Get some deep voice dude to throw in a line or two at a couple of spots for the Halloween version. Says Death Called Jedi. In my early 20s, says Ultimate Sunrise. Ultimate Sunrise. I just want to say I love you all. It's great having you here. This little chat we're having. It's very fun. Thank you. Thank you for just being here. I really appreciate it. In my early to mid 20s, says Ultimate Sunrise, I moved to Myrtle Beach, SC, Southern California, and used to produce for local rap and hip hop artists. PE. Nice. Lone Wolf, I fucking love kimchi, says Ultimate Sunrise. So yeah, that's what I'm eating these days, and I'm gonna have to eat more boring shit, unfortunately. So, haircut. I need to get a haircut. I think I'm gonna get one today. Any ideas what it should be? What should my haircut be? Should I just go back to black? Should we go away from color? It's been a while. Love natto, says Design Audio. It's very rare. Losing flab is boring, I agree, says Nick Dear. God, it's fucking... And the worst thing is, I remember the last time I did it, it was achieved by eating like a kilogram of chicken breast every day. Ugh, fuck. I just hate chicken breast so goddamn much. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I might have a date lined up. Maybe. Can I show you this picture? No, I can't show you that picture. I can't. So, make a nice chicken stew, bro. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How do we do that? Yes, I'm enjoying this, says Ultimate Sunrise. Man, I love Ultimate Sunrise. I got added respect because he's a veteran. How do I make a chicken stew? Design Audio says there's an online calculator. Input speed change gives you exact percent to shift the vocals back. Oh, I see what you mean. But I don't know. Oh, what? So just do half speeds, that half the BPM. But then, okay, thank you. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you. Mr. Von Merbach. Herr Von Merbach says, one of my workmates is Korean and we eat the hell out of kimchi. Yeah, kimchi is supposed to be really fucking good for you, right? My cousin, my cousin, Wazen, says, ADHD all day. Machirin said that. ADHD all day, happy days. That was Machirin. I love her. Do you know what? Like when I came to Japan, one of the most biggest disappointments was that Japanese people are not that, this sounds so racist, exciting. I thought they looked so exciting, and so the personality will match the looks, but it really didn't. It's the in England, the way you look is often a reflection of your personality, but in Japan, it's not really. So I thought Japanese people were really hyper creative, but actually, as you probably know, they're very conforming, and so people who conform are obviously not creative. So that was one of the biggest disappointments. But I realized so late in my life in Japan, that image of cool creative people does exist in Japan, and you know who it is? It's the gal, it's the gyaru. So when I was hanging out with Machirin, she's dead, coming out with choruses, and her friend Mechioru, she was coming out with loads of. She's only 18, so she's kind of uncorrupted and hasn't been beaten down by society yet. So she had that fresh, like, youthful energy, and she was just trying things without fear of failure. And I thought, at last, I've met some people who are just not afraid to be creative, and they're fun. And it's the gyaru are, and I think the other people who were the trendsetters are the schoolgirls. You see the kind of 14-year-old, 15-year-old schoolgirls. Apparently, as far as I know, this is anecdotal though, I'm going to ask Machirin, they're the trendsetters. They're the kind of crazy ones who have the crazy styles and come out with the slang and lingo. So I always thought it would be quite an ironic band name to call your band name Japanese Schoolgirl, because they also have an iconic image, right? And yeah, it's like the young women of Japan are the creative ones, but they pay a heavy price for that. You've got to be tough, because people will try to, you know, the nail that sticks out, they try to bash it into shape. Machirin told me she was eating her food on the train and someone started shouting at her because you're not supposed to do that. So you've got to be tough to be an individual. And in Japan, it seems to be the gyaru. The gyaru girls are the creative ones. So luckily I found some at some point. Fruit or sugar, but it's better, says my cousin. Exactly. The music brought that out and laughed my arse off, says James. I see. Yeah, don't call anyone a Japanese schoolgirl, says my cousin. Shave the head, says JC Redman, my cousin. Half will be too much, says Design Audio. Okay, thanks, Design Audio. You can shave your head, just saying, says Mark. Elizabeth Sunrise says, have you ever heard of that Chinese monk lady who was recently discovered a few years ago and shook the culinary world? No. Who the fuck is that? Sounds quite interesting, though. Sounds quite interesting. So, yeah, I think I'm never going to eat a snack again, really. It would be nice to eat it on a rare occasion, like on my birthday or on Christmas, but I don't think I can control myself. So I think the one area I can control myself is alcohol, and the closest thing I can get to eating a chocolate, I think, is Guinness. So halfway through this diet, or 3 weeks through, my mate bought me a Guinness, and that has carbs in it. And I thought, yeah, well, I've cut out sweets, and I don't eat bread, I don't eat pasta or rice. So I shouldn't have Guinness, really. I actually haven't even looked how many carbs are in there, but I had the Guinness, and I thought, I'm going to fuck this up, because when I do eat something that's carb-tastic, I'll just go back, I'll crash and go back onto the carbs. But after that, I didn't go back. So maybe occasionally I can have a Guinness, like I have a Guinness once a month or once every 3 months or 2 or 3 months. And that could be my little treat. Let's see. Guinness 100 grams nutritional info. Bro, look it up, says Ultimate Sunrise. What are we talking about again? The woman who's the Chinese monk lady. Chinese monk lady who oh, hang on, here we go. Koh Samui. Is it Koh Samui? No. I've got some horrible picture of a dead body here. Chinese monk lady. Food. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll CNN of all places. You can survive on Guinness. Does it? Let's see what's in a Guinness. Guinness is one of the most consumed and popular. Oh shit! Isn't it St. Patrick's Day soon? When is that? Mate, my excuse. 17th of March. My birthday's on 19th of March. There's definitely a Guinness will be had then. What's in a pint of Guinness? Calories. Mate. Hold on. Guinness. 100 grams, 100 milliliters, calories. Fat secret. It's not good, you know. Okay, so a pint of Guinness is 532 milliliters. So in a pint of Guinness, there is 10 grams of carbs. That's not so good. 150 calories. Not that bad, is it? Let's see. Guinness glycemic index. I bet it's fucking high. I bet that shit's high. What's the GI of a Guinness? This is where I'm going to know if I can drink it or not. Drink a Guinness, man, says my cousin. Diabetes friendly, not good for Guinness. Glycemic index 0. Then I can definitely drink Guinness. 100%. I don't believe... The thing is, I kind of want to give up alcohol. I just don't see any point. It basically has some carbs in it. Cheeky wee half, says Nick D. But isn't it pussy to drink a half? Okay, so let's look at this person Ultimate Sunrise is talking about. How a female Buddhist monk became one of Asia's most revered chefs. Is that how you pronounce that? Revered chefs. This woman. Oh shit. Okay. South Korean Buddhist monk. Interesting. The accidental star chef. I think this is my cousin. He's the accidental 3 Michelin star chef. Her cooking has been endorsed by famed chef Eric Ripert of Le Bernardin in 2015 New York Times profile written by food journalist Jeff Godinier, an episode of the popular Netflix series Chef's Table. Okay, so she's the shit. She's honored, and this article is long. What is temple cuisine? So this is going to be some fucking healthy shit, I imagine. So she opened the doors of her temple so visitors could connect with people who want to learn about Buddhism, especially through its cuisine. Temple food brings physical and mental energy together. All of our dishes are vegan. And well, I do love vegetables though. And made without garlic, onions, or scallions. Holy shit. It's believed that the 5 pungent ingredients would disturb the mind's peace by evoking anger and passion. Holy shit. No garlic, onions. This is going to be some real... Imagine eating like a tub of fucking Baskin Robbins and then eating this. You're just not going to taste it. Her food is made with the freshest organic ingredients as well as fermented sauces like dishes like bean paste and kimchi, all grown or made in the temple. I see. There's no set menu. She works with whatever produce is fresh that day. My cousin says, dude, I'm out. Ciao. See that Wuzzy? Eat nabe with lots of veg, says Nick D. Yeah, we do have nabe here. I should get back on that. Mad healthy. I should get back on the nabe, shouldn't I? She and other temple residents begin by boiling and mashing soybeans. My cousin JC's out. Bye-bye. Good night. Sleep well. 23 past midnight. Back where you are in the UK. Interesting. She has jars of soy sauces, bean paste, and pickled radishes that have been brewing in the jars for more than 2 decades now. 3 Michelin stars, says Ultimate Sunrise. These are her most treasured creations in the temple. Holy shit. I'll bring them if I have to move to another temple one day. She jokes. It's magical how by fermenting you change the energy of the original ingredient. No meat though. Holy shit, this looks interesting. I bet the documentary is shit hot. You should see her garden, it's a mess, says Ultimate Sunrise. Oh my god. There's hope for even us, right? Us messy people. Jiong Kwang. John Quan, the iconic Buddhist monk mastering temple cuisine. See, I'm gonna get this stream's gonna get banned, but look, it's all natural. Look, that looks legit. I don't want to get banned, so I have to skip through it. Yeah, okay, you see why you pay for this. I mean, if you fermented that shit for 20 years, she put snow on it. Like, put snow on it. Wind, cloud, sunlight, dew, everything is together. Okay, it's all like... Oh, look at it. So this is the sauce, fermented bean sauce. That's where the flavor comes from. Fermentation. Interesting. Ah, look at that. I wonder what this tastes like. Oh, look, that's nice. Look, there's a little fucking indent in the mushroom. Thanks for reading this, man. She's fucking epic, says Ultimate Sunrise. Yeah, this looks quite epic. That's cool. Look. Ooh, what's that? What was that? Aubergine. Interesting. Jiong Quan. Let's look at her garden. I want to see her messy garden. Got to kids. Going to Civil War Mortuary down the street. Looking for spirits later, gang. See you later, Mark Hatfield. Happy donutting. Cool. Interesting. Thanks for sharing that, Mr. Sunrise. So, I'm probably going to be doing some live streaming later on my music channel. There's a very famous platform for samples that I'm going to go through and see what all the fuss is about. A little bit late, but better late than never. So, please come and join me on my other channel, Massacre Music. And people can actually donate there, amazingly. So here it is. I think that should work. And I'll be live streaming there a little bit later on, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I'll be probably doing 2-hour live stream there later. So finally for tonight. The guy I really want a tattoo from, he's coming to Tokyo in May, and guess what? I don't have enough money to afford it. So maybe I should start a tattoo fund, but it doesn't look like we're doing very well on the regular fund, so I don't think that's going to happen. And this guy's expensive, but he's actually coming, and it's a very, very small window of opportunity to get a tattoo from this guy. But I love his tattoos, and yeah, I wish I could get it. I wish I could get it. It's kind of graffiti, and he uses this cat every time, and I'm sure that would just look awesome on me. So I really want to get a tattoo from this guy, but we can dream. So I've somehow got to make, I don't know how much it's going to be expensive. It's going to be like $6,000-7,000. I think, for a full sleeve, which is just fucking insane. But that's what he said. That's his price. So, unfortunately, actually, maybe we can go through his Instagram and see if I log into my Instagram, we can actually have a look at his stuff. Let's see him. Davy blows, Davy knows. Okay, so these are his tattoos. What's the next game on the menu? Yes, Brad, we might do that today. So, what do you reckon of this guy's? Look at that. What do you reckon of this guy's tattoos? Yay or nay? Let me show you the ones that I really like, that I think are indicative of his work. Yeah, this guy on the right. I mean, that's kind of fucking sick, isn't it? Isn't it? I'll show you my favorite ones that he did. So yeah, so it's Japanese style, but with graffiti style, and this panther. And I like these artists who draw the same thing but variations, because it means they're pretty good at it. I just, you know, I love this color scheme. I just think that looks fucking wild. So Ultimate Samurai says, bro, I have 0 tats, but I'm obsessed with mech tats. We're gonna have to look that up. That's an interesting subgenre of tattoos. And this guy's like unreliable as fuck. And I bought his book and he kind of ripped me off. It's a bad sign. He charged me so much for a book, and then later he sent a message and it was half the price. I asked him how much it was and he just jacked it up because he thought I'd pay it. And he's not very responsive. I send mails, he never responds, and when he does, it's always on his own time and it's like really short. It's not good, but I like his tattoos, so. Okay, let's pull up some mech tats in a second. The next game, Brad, I think it's going to be Dead Space, probably. What do you reckon of this tat? These are not my favorite ones. And that's also not the best sign, right? If I'm not feeling most of them, maybe I shouldn't take the risk with this guy, but there was a few that he did, and if he does it like this, I think it's going to look sick. Let's see if I can find the one that I like. There's a ramen tattoo, which is quite cool. I do like that. Yeah, I would love to get some new tattoos, I'll tell you that, bro. We got Chun-Li tattoo, but with the panther. So I was thinking of doing a Venom tattoo, like Venom, but with the panther, with this weird amorphous. Okay, this is the one that I love. I just think that looks fucking cool. So I'd love to get that on the top of my arm and then like a rising sun beneath it. What do you think? Pretty dope. I've always loved Japanese tattoo culture, says Ultimate Sunrise. So yeah, I quite like these, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Well, I won't be able to save the money by that time, so I'll probably miss him. But yeah, this one I loved. I thought that was fucking awesome. I think that would suit me, that kind of style. So we do that with this kind of Venom symbiote. Vibe on it. I think that would look awesome. Yeah, so see, like this kind of slime, this kind of vibe. Wow, this is when comics were awesome, right? Mid-90s. Look at how sick that looked. Oh, that looks so fucking cool. Wow, that's so fucking cool. Yeah, something like this. So maybe we have this kind of the cat creature is kind of like this, and maybe we'll have it going over like some rapper like Biggie Smalls or something. So I wish I could. I see that art on trains when they go by, says Mr. Von Merbeck. So mech tats. Should we have a look at mech tattoos? You mean like mechs, like Japanese mechs? Or you mean kind of mechanical tattoos? You mean like this kind of stuff? The thing is, right, you can't really get a tattoo unless it's by a guy who's fucking unbelievable. And not only do they have to be incredible at drawing, but they've got to be incredible at drawing on skin, and they have to have an idea of a concept. And the thing is, like, I'm such a perfectionist, I don't think any of them would have the patience to listen to me when they already have a queue of other customers. That's the problem. I think the best ones are in LA. I was looking at this thing, and they had like a list of people, and like, fuck me, their stuff is stupendous. Let's see if we can find some of these fuckers. I did find I don't know when it was, but I found one of those lists, those websites with a website with a list of the best tattoo artists, and they had pictures of them, and they were goddamn incredible. Don't bother with flaky artists. I'd avoid, says Design Audio. Yeah, you've probably got a point. So maybe fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Mechanical tattoos. The best tattoo shops in Los Angeles. Most tattoos I look at, I just think they're just terrible. That's like meh, 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 meh. I mean, that's so meh. Kind of. Well, it's not so meh. That's definitely... This is not what I'm looking for. I've probably got a link somewhere in my notes. See if we can find the best tattoo artist in Los Angeles. Fuck knows. I have to... Yeah, it just takes so long to research this. Usually I just end up giving up. Mechanical tattoos. Find an artist who can draw and do ink on skin and have them show you concept art first of what you want. Ask for refinements and don't get it until you have exactly what you want. But don't they not want to do that because there's a willing supply of people who don't give a shit and they'll just take whatever they say? Like, or how to do that? Do we pay them incrementally or something? We're looking at mechanical tattoos now. See, these are not that impressive. Some of them are like fucking... They look real. The ones I want to see is ones that look real. That's pretty good though, that one. That's pretty good. Should really look on Pinterest. Wow, now that's what I'm talking about. Holy crap. There we go, says Ultimate Sunrise. Yeah, surely Pinterest, right? Yeah, that is fucking unbelievable. Holy shit. But that has to be looked at a certain angle. When this guy changes his position, like he has to fucking walk around like that and make sure everyone sees him only at that angle. I'd love to see that tattoo at a different angle. It's gonna look weird. Yeah, but wow, look at that. That's fucking wild. That is fucking impressive. This guy's got a tattoo, looks like a Terminator. There's moving parts and cogs and shit inside. Yeah, now we're talking. Look at that. No, that's a Photoshop. Look at the skin, looks so weird there. Or maybe that is real. Fucking hell. Biomechanical. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a rabbit hole right here. So there's a bunch of people who got Terminator arms. Look at that. That's quite intense. A full wrap is pretty awesome at any angle, says Ultimate Sunrise. But what I mean is, it's kind of, if you move it, it looks real at a certain angle, but if you move it, it's not going to look real anymore. The ones that are really, you know what I mean? So people can draw a pic, but you have to look at it. You have to look at it at a certain angle. If you look at it at a different angle, you lose the perspective. Is that the case, or am I right in that? Wow, look at that. See, wow, that looks like armor. That's so cool. The thing is, though, like, tattoo lines expand. Or tattoos expand, right? So the black, when that expands, those very small lines are going to disappear. That's just going to look like a black arm. But that's pretty fucking intense, though. It's pretty goddamn intense. I can see why you like that Ultimate Sunrise. This is a proper rabbit hole. That's not real. No. I don't think. Wow. So where's the full body Terminator tattoo, including the face? That's what I want to see. Full body Terminator tattoo. There's got to be some psychopath. I get what you're saying, says Ultimate Sunrise. You'd have to keep it oiled. Why do you need to keep it oiled? Luckily, there's no full body Terminator tattoo. Thank God for that. Full body mechanical tattoo maybe is what we're looking for. Yeah, nobody's been mad enough to do their whole fucking body. Because, like, who the fuck? That's not very attractive. You don't want to shag a metal robot. Nah, but look, dude, I would fucking marry this girl. I don't even need to see her face. Fucking hell. Alright. Wow. Oh, shit. See. I'd have to, if I got a tattoo, it'd have to be with the sickest artist. And there's not that many of them, unfortunately. So yeah, tattoos. My favorite tattoo artist is coming to Tokyo in May. But I can't afford it, which sucks. But I need to make some money. My favorites with the skin that's ripped or melted, says Asper Sunrise. Yeah, people do that with superheroes, right? It looks like the skin is ripped and underneath it is the superhero costume. So yeah, I'll see you lot a bit later on then. I'll see you lot a little bit later on. Speaking of fruit, I do fancy some, so I might go get some. And have a wonderful week, everybody. It's 9:41 on Monday in Tokyo. I'm guessing it's just after midnight in Europe, and it's still Sunday in America. Make the most of your Sunday, everybody. As always, I had great fun chatting with you, and I'm very appreciative of you lot for stopping by. I have been Johnny Massacre, and I tell you what, Massacre mates, you better be back for the next cheeky live stream, otherwise I'll be coming around your ass. Please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because, well, that is what all those other punks tell you to do. Laters.